Uzbekistan is actively working on the educational reforms at the moment by applying the step-by-step digitalization system and learning methods from abroad. According to John, it is difficult to put the reforms into practice, and the changes that Uzbek government goes through may take years to apply. So what should Uzbekistan focus on to bring the education system to a global level?
Uzbekistan is focusing on cultural dynamics of education because Uzbekistan, I think, is realizing, and rightly so, that it can't just take what Finland did and drop it in here. It needs to be localized. It needs to, of course, be driven through Uzbek language, and it needs to be fit within the cultural context, while also realizing that education will change the cultural context. So it is, I think, about this balance and really a case for more foresight to assess and understand the impact that these changes are having, and also be able to say, wait a second, what do we not want to have change?
John is inspired by the Uzbek educational reforms and thinks there is an aggressive policy shift in the work that is being done. According to him, it is all about how these changes are going to be localized within the cultural context and then how to have a discussion.
I think everyone needs to be part of this discussion. The government can't just decide alone. How is the public, how are students, how are children involved in discussions about the kinds of values that are going to drive education and really be at the heart of the future of Uzbekistan. So I think the one thing to raise the global standards and to move into this future is really to look at what's working and not working across different contexts, and then really to take a measured approach. Some things are going to be quick wins and you can integrate, right? So we know automatically that enhancing digital access, so creating more internet access in rural areas, ensuring that people have stronger levels of connectivity, provides better opportunities, not only for education, but of course also for business as well. So investing in infrastructure is oftentimes pays lots of dividends, but some things might take longer. So thinking about curricular changes, thinking about training of educators, these things might take a little bit more time. And of course, some things with regards to infrastructure can't be changed overnight. So I think it's really about trying to assess what are those short, medium, and longer term goals and how to be able to take action on them.
According to John, one of the most critical challenges of Uzbekistan is a huge flow of students leaving the country to get educated abroad. However, if the government invests into the critical infrastructure, ensuring that those opportunities are there, creating the environment for startups, entrepreneurship, that will be a signal that these changes are happening.
No changes on this scale are easy. I mean, we're talking about a radical shift in society with regards to everything that maybe people think is not working now. So it's not going to happen overnight. But I think that what I'm also hopeful about is young people are coming back and willing to invest and realize that they're not just investing in their future, but helping to build the future of their country and their home, and a home for potentially their children and grandchildren beyond that. So I do think that, again, these changes that are happening and the aggressive policy reforms will take time, but I think it really is about people willing to say, do I want to invest in building this, or do I go and seek out opportunities elsewhere? And let's be honest, there's challenges across different contexts, right? So people that maybe want to move to EU or America confront different types of challenges in those places. And so I think it's about realizing those trade-offs. But I am hopeful because I do know a lot of people from younger generations saying, wait, we want to stay here to invest in our country and to build a future for our nation.